It's been a while that there were no cursor clones launched, but finally we have got a brand new AI coding agent. It's called ZCode, and this AI code editor works locally on your computer, and it was officially launched by Z.AI. So if you're not aware, Z.AI is the same company that launched GLM 5.2, which is one of the best and cheapest AI model out there right now. And this AI model sometimes actually can perform better maybe than Opus 4.7. Some people do compare it with Opus 4.8, and some do compare it with Fable 5 as well. But I'm not that crazy, and I still believe that this AI model is one of the best AI model out there right now. So now GLM 5.2 has officially got its home, and which is ZCode. But ZCode does not only work with GLM 5.2, it does support other AI models as well. You can add a provider here, maybe something like DeepSeek or something like OpenRouter, and then you can use any other AI models right here inside ZCode. Another important thing to note here is if you have GLM coding plan, which basically allows you to use GLM 5.2 inside KiloCode or Cline. So if you have subscribed to this coding plan, and if you use it inside this ZCode, it will give you more usage limit than in comparison if you use it inside, let's suppose, KiloCode. So you can download ZCode on Mac, on Windows, and on Linux as well. You're not required to buy anything. You can just like install it, and then you can just maybe bring your own key from OpenRouter or from any other providers. Now let's just quickly test it and see how good it is. So I'm going to use GLM 5.2 at max thinking level, and I'm just going to give it this prompt to create a 3D chess game basically. So this is a detailed prompt. If you want, I can just drop this prompt in description. So this is a detailed prompt, and let's just see how good it will perform. By the way, I'm using GLM 5.2 regularly inside KiloCode. Currently, I'm actually using it quite often in most of the tasks because it is absolutely cheap. This video is not sponsored, guys. I am generally impressed by GLM 5.2, so I'm just sharing my thoughts. So you can see we just gave it this prompt, and now it is thinking. It is thinking for last 55 seconds at least, because we have thinking at max. So this is the typical behavior from GLM 5.2. It doesn't matter if you use it inside KiloCode or inside here. So it does all the thinking in advance, and then it just like proceeds to write code for us. By the way, I like using GLM 5.2 inside KiloCode because first of all, KiloCode is a VS Code extension, so I don't have to leave my VS Code environment. Secondly, KiloCode is completely free and open source, and the most important thing, tool calling is much better in KiloCode than in ZCode, because ZCode is a new tool. Agentic performance is not as good as KiloCode. But yeah, I think if you want like more usage limit and you don't want to like face rate limiting more often, so because they provide that 1.5 times more usage limit inside ZCode, so you can just like use GLM 5.2 inside in here. But I still prefer using GLM 5.2 or any other AI model inside KiloCode. So still it has been like 4 minutes and it is still thinking. Let's just like keep waiting until it will finally start writing code, and then we'll see what it does. Okay, it has finally started writing code, and you can see it has created this just3d.html file. So let's just wait for it to finish writing code, and then we'll just test it. But yeah, overall, as I mentioned earlier, I still prefer using KiloCode instead of ZCode. But if you just want to use GLM 5.2 only, so I think for the sake of usage limit, you can use this AI coding editor. Another issue that I noticed inside ZCode is I like to have like this kind of like my project directory preview. I want to see what's going on, what files are being created by AI. I just do not like want to blindly let AI create or delete any sort of like files. I want to manage all of my image assets and everything. So I like having my like proper preview while AI is writing code. So I cannot do that here, by the way. But what I can do, I can definitely open my ZCode project inside VS Code to separately like keep track of all of the files and everything. But again, that's just like an extra layer in my workflow. So yeah, so far it has built this project. Let me just quickly open it and see what it has created. So I'm just going to open this chess 3D. Let me just open that, and there you go. You can see this is what it has created. And if I just like, make my move, perfect. This I need to like make my move from here, then perfect. So in a separate test, I created this same game by the same prompt inside VS Code using KiloCode, using GLM 5.2 of course, and this is the game that it created. It created absolutely similar game with absolutely similar button styles and absolutely similar this 3D look and everything. In fact, like it created absolutely similar because under the hood I'm using GLM 5.2. So what matters is the code is written by the same AI model So both KiloCode and ZCode were using the same AI model. But the difference with KiloCode is it uses Chrome DevTools for testing. So basically it opens your browser, it opens the project inside your browser, it tests that project, it conducts proper testing before previewing the final results. But that is something that ZCode is not doing. ZCode is not using Chrome DevTools. So that is one of the major issues that I noticed. Also, the agentic performance of KiloCode is just like mind-blowing. And on the other hand, ZCode is great. Again, this is like a completely new IDE, a completely new tool. It will definitely improve with time. But so far so good. You can use it, of course. You can use it for more usage of GLM 5.2. And also it has this skills section. So you can just like create your skills. You can add new skills, or maybe you can import any skills from your external AI tools. Similarly, you can add MCP servers as well. So you can easily just add any sort of MCP servers in here, maybe for your backend, like for Supabase or for anything else. There are these plugins. There is this Android emulator plugin. So this will be very useful if you're building an Android application. There is iOS simulator. This is something impressive. I still have not tested this one. I'll test it in a separate video, but I think this will be super helpful in case you're building an iOS application. So to preview iOS applications, it will be super helpful. So yeah, it's a free alternative to any other existing IDEs out there. It allows you to bring your own AI model, or in fact, if you're using GLM coding plan, so it will give you more usage limit. So just go ahead, give it a try, and do let me know in the comment section what you think about this new IDE. If you have any further questions, just leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.